You'll be amazed by this movie. Today, we'll decide what will happen to Ripple. We will find out if Ripple wins its case in court against the SEC. There are a lot of signs that the price of XRP is about to go up a lot. They say that XRP could get to $352 in just a few hours. Don't pass up this chance. Let's jump right in. Nota bene, the Ripple versus CC lawsuit may finally be coming to an end after almost 4.5 years of court fights, regulatory uncertainty, and market hesitancy. The XRP community is calling June 16th Judgment Day, and everyone is looking forward to it. The result could affect not only Ripple's future, but also the future of one of the most talked about and watched digital assets in the crypto world. There's a good reason for the excitement about this date. Ripple and the SEC asked the court together in early May to lower Ripple's $125 million fine to $50 million, and more importantly, to lift the order that had stopped Ripple from selling XRP to institutional clients. Judge Annalisa Torres, however, turned down the motion because the parties did not follow the right steps. This was not because the reasons were not valid. They didn't use the right federal rule or show that Rule 60 applied in this case. Stuart Alderode, Ripple's top legal officer, quickly made it clear that the denial was about procedure and not substance. This doesn't remove any wins from the past. He said that XRP's standing has not changed, which gave worried holders peace of mind. Ripple and the SEC didn't give up. Instead, they got back together and resubmitted the motion on June 12, this time taking into account the judge's worries. They asked again for the ban on business sales to be lifted and for some of their money to be returned. Ripple will get $75 million back from the total fine. Many lawyers think that this well-timed move is an attempt to settle the case before June 16th, when the SEC has to give its progress report to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. That report will show if the two sides have reached a settlement, asked for more time, or plan to keep fighting in court. Fred Rispoli, an attorney who had already predicted that the motion would be filed again, said that if the court takes the new request before June 16, the Second Circuit is likely to extend settlement talks for an additional 60 days instead of starting the full appeal process again. This might make it possible for both sides to finally drop their pleas, ending the case for good. There is a lot of excitement in the XRP community right now. A lot of important people are sounding the warning in a positive way. After 4 years in court, June 16 could finally free XRP, according to an XRP report. That was also said by Crypto Sensei in a tweet. Ripple has fought to clear its name and give XRP the regulatory clarity it needs to thrive. If the outcome is good, it would confirm what Judge Torres said in 2023. That XRP is not a security when traded on the secondary market. This would remove the last big legal obstacle that was blocking the project. But this isn't just one ticket. Ripple's fight has come to represent the larger conflict between new crypto ideas and too much government control. A final deal would not only give XRP more confidence, but it would also show the rest of the industry that the law can be clear and that the CC enforcement methods can be questioned. SEC enforcement. The crypto world is holding its breath as June 16 gets closer. If the court approves the motion, the appeals are thrown out, and the lawsuit really ends, XRP could finally be freed, and markets may act quickly. The coin could be added to more exchanges. Institutional investors may show up, and the loyal and battle-tested XRP army may finally feel like they were right. The legal fight is almost over, but something even more explosive is going on below the surface. How prices move. That's who? They're not just hoping. They have faith. They think that XRP is going to go off very quickly. It's the kind of parabolic moves that can make even experienced buyers speechless. Their guesses about prices? Others think it's not possible, but they really believe it. People in the neighborhood are full of positive energy. Steph wrote on Twitter, XRP Golden Cross is your ticket to wealth. This was a reference to a technical indicator that has historically pointed to a big rise. The same hope is shared by Dennis Cereso, who openly predicts that XRP will reach $30 by September. Now that adoption is speeding up and the law is finally clear, $30 isn't just possible. That much is true, but it's not all. A crypto expert told XRP Dragon that they should expect XRP to go up to $352. Also, Jack the Rippler took it to a whole new level. Just a quick warning that you are the lucky one who has XRP, the next Bitcoin. $10,000 worth of XRP. It's not clear if XRP will reach those very high levels, but one thing is certain, it will. The number of investors is growing quickly. Over 6,700 more wallets with 1,000 to 5,000 XRP added between the end of April and the end of May. Wallets with 5,000 to 10,000 XRP went up by more than 2,300. There's a strong sign there that small investors are quietly packing their bags for what they think is going to happen. A broken out. Plus, long-term predictions make a very interesting picture of how far those holdings could take you. ChatGPT says that XRP could hit $25 by 2050, which would make a $10,000 portfolio worth $250,000 or more. The $50 goal set by Grok. AI is more optimistic, which means that the same portfolio could be worth $500,000. Next is Telegram, who thinks it will reach $285. That would make 10,000 XRP worth an amazing $2.08 million. Let's be honest. These numbers are made up, and crypto is known for being very volatile. But XRP is different right now, because this wave isn't just based on price speculation. It's the mix of widespread use, clear rules, and a community that's getting better. People are already using XRP for useful things in the real world, like sending money across borders. And since the case might be coming to an end soon, institutional interest could come next. In a way similar to how Bitcoin felt in the early 2000s, XRP is still one of the few investments that still makes you feel like you can get in early. As Jack the Rippler said, this could be the next big thing in Bitcoin. Now it's time to show off Ripple's global relationships, which could be its biggest power play yet. Ripple has been quietly making deals with some of the world's biggest banks while everyone else has been focused on charts and courtrooms. In the background, they're not just using the new banking system, they're also making it. These events are the most positive signs we've ever seen, but most people don't know about them. The community was shocked by a tweet from Finance Bro that said, "That's not just speculation." It shows that more and more people think XRPs could be very important in a world where standard money systems are being replaced by digital, borderless, real-time ones. CBDC are already being tested by central banks all over the world. Ripple is also active in a number of pilot programs, including ones with Bhutan and Palau. Dozens of banks and other financial institutions are testing Ripple's technology for real-world cross-border trades. This makes it one of the few crypto projects with real institutional reach. But the return of rumors about a secret long-term relationship between Ripple and Amazon is one of the most interesting and controversial events of the year. So, not long ago, a well-known digital asset owner tweeted about a document that says Amazon agreed to buy 5 billion XRP in 2015. The tweet was very vague and only mentioned the document. It is said that those tokens are still locked and that the relationship has not been made public. This is said to be to avoid a huge price jump before the utility and infrastructure are ready. If even a small part of this story is true, it would change everything. The idea is that XRP price hasn't reached its full potential yet because it's been kept